No be lie. Greetings, Biafrans. Greetings, lovers of freedom. Greetings, everyone. I have come again to pass the gospel message, the message of truth, the message of redemption. That message you are running away from, you must be hearing it in as long as you are here. Don't bother to attack anything on comment section because I will not see your message. I am not interested, but if you write something that is good, like you all know, I will bring it out. And we are here to preach the gospel truth of Biafra restoration. Now, I want to tell you people, when you discover that you are in a wrong track, or when you are doing something, you are moving, and you discover that along the side or along the road, the people you are working with are no longer moving in that direction. If you continue walking in that direction, that is what makes you a saboteur. Because in this Biafra restoration where we are now, we are in a place where anything is possible. I must tell you the truth, Biafrans and lovers of freedom. If you have been maybe someone deceive you or anything, this is the time you need to retrace your step. This is the time, I keep on saying it, that this is the time you need to retrace your step. You cannot be in a movement where somebody will tell you no leader, and you still going around. You know, many of us, we are carried away. We need actions. You need action. The question you will ask yourself now is this: what action have been done? Or this, we need action, because me and you know that the only people that we give action and the people we give that action and they will see it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the leadership. Now, for good 8 months, we have been shouting, and nobody see anything coming out. I thought we are like person like me. I buy the idea, thinking that the leadership we just implement it. But I realized that you cannot just see any idea and they will just take it and start making it. They must have a plan to do it. You must have a plan before you can do anything. Now, those of you who are saying you are autopilot and you know what you are doing, you are not in autopilot. Nobody is in autopilot. Nobody is in autopilot. Once you are there, every genuine Biafran who are still calling himself an autopilot, the question I want to ask you now, what is different between autopilot and the do? The moment you come out and say you are autopilot, automatically you are in support of Idu. And when you say you can let us move on, Mazi, don't talk about this Idu. The question I want to ask you is, who is leading autopilot and who is leading Idu? Are they not the same person? Are they not the same people? And somebody is telling you that he is autopilot, he is not an Idu, that you are against Idu, but you are autopilot. My brother, you are just deceiving yourself. You are just deceiving yourself. You cannot be autopilot and say you are not Idu. Why the people who are making decisions for autopilot are the people who are leading Idu? It's like someone now telling you that he is not a Biafra, but he is IPOB. I am not a Biafran, but I'm an IPOB. It's the same thing. The worst thing that will happen to a man is when someone is scamming you and telling you that he is not the one that is scamming you. Person is telling you to follow him, and at the same time telling you that he is not your leader. The person is making it very clear that even if you hold me tomorrow, I will play you the video where I have told you that I am not your leader. So you must be a fool, follow me. Why I will tell you that I am not your leader. If that person tell you that he is not your leader, automatically you will know that if anything happen, that person will not be held responsible or accountable for that very event, because the person have made it clear to you that he or she is not your leader. The person have already told you that he or she is not your leader. So why are you now still clapping you are an autopilot? Why you don't have somebody, you have not attended any meeting of autopilot, you have not done anything. Why somebody is making it? Why somebody is still telling you, making decisions? Ask yourself. Every genuine Biafra, in as far as you are a genuine Biafra, you can never be in a decision making in autopilot, because they know that your hearts are pure. What I am telling you is fact, is truth. The question I want to ask you now, you that is genuine fighting, have you attended anything? How they take the organize the fundraising, or give you account of the money they have raised before, how it goes, how they spend it? Have you can you yourself, can you give me? You know, when people are making exposition about the director of Radio Biafra, this question is what I want every autopilot members and the EDU people who are clapping and dying and doing all this rubbish. The question I want to ask you people, I will keep on asking this question, is which country is Voice of Biafra registered with? And who is the director of Voice of Biafra? And which person's name is Voice of Biafra being registered with? How will you know that autopilot have been hijacked? How will you know that Voice of Biafra have been hijacked? How will you know that the person who is in decision making is non-deviating? These are the questions I want every genuine Biafra who think that you are in the right direction in autopilot. I want you to start asking this question. And believe you me, if you were removed because you ask question, there is something fishy, then you will realize your mistake. Then you will realize that you are in a wrong place. ESN is not under any person in autopilot. ESN under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu follow command and control, if you don't know. So don't say ESN. Are you a member of ESN? Are you a member of ESN? And when do you join ESN? So if somebody will just wake up and tell you he is funding ESN, which of the ESN is the person funding? Let me tell you, what they use to capture you is this. Then tell you we are working to release our leader. We want to release our leader. The question you will ask yourself, is this person that is working to release your leader, have the person contacted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to know way forward or to know anything? Do this person have lawyer? Have this person sent message to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the report of the ones they have done? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. How can someone who tells that Biafra is a scam, you don't know what the kind of this thing? I know many of us are so emotional that we need action. We need action. Yes, you need action. The question you will ask yourself is this: are you in the direction of that action? Are you in the direction of that action? That is the question I want to ask you. Are you in direction? And what type of action are you taking? How can someone who tell you say he is working will be telling you go and kill commissioner, go and kill governor on a live video? is automatically telling them that we are coming. Prepare yourself for any attack. It's indirectly telling them to go and tighten the security in the oil pipeline areas, that there may be any attack. Your people don't understand. Don't allow your emotion when you are following person. Don't allow your emotion to cover your eyes. Don't allow your emotion to make you look foolishly and blind at the same time. Ask question. When you ask question, you will be able to know where you are leading. Every time you will be hearing, we need action. Why I start asking question is this. Since the leadership announced the Monday sit at home, why is it that any other person have not enforced the Sunday sit at home or the Friday sit at home? Why? Since we have been shouting economic sanction, and DOS have not said anything about the economic sanction, why is there no any economic sanction implementation? Because the leadership in the Biafra land can never work with any person who is not in IPOB to comply with anything, because you don't know how IPOB make a content. Biafra is a spirit. Now, another question I want to ask you is this. If the world, the international communities want to hear your cry and they send delegates, who will they meet? Who will they communicate with? Are they going to communicate with IDU, or are they going to meet the leadership of IPOB? Who are they going to negotiate? These are the questions I want you to be asking. If you know the answer to this question, you ask yourself, are you in the right track? For those of us who are broadcasters, the way they get you is this. What I want you to be doing is this. Whenever you make your broadcast, the people that are supporting you, the people who called on your program, I want you to go and study them. You will know who they are working with. Try as much as possible to know the group of people who are coming to your program and make your own research about them. You will see out that most of the people who are coming, if you are attacking DOS, bombarding them, the people that will come to you, be hailing you, is the people who hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they will tell you keep it up. They will tell you keep it up. When they continue telling you keep it up, they know that you are in a wrong direction. They will know that you are in a wrong direction. They don't want you to think or to see anything good. I asked this question and I said to one of my brother in autopilot, I said, this thing now, how can the full DOS be so corrupt that all of them, none of them want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out, and nobody will react and nobody will speak? There is no way it will be possible. And they say, but since we are not in IPOB, I cannot go back. I said, let me tell you, for me, your enemy is not my enemy. Once I see that where I am going, there is no road there, I revise. If you tell me that this thing is white, and I make my research, I see that this thing is not white, that this thing is actually black, automatically I will distance myself from you. There's no way you will be pretending. The question I want to ask you now, if the market leaders want to work with maybe economic sanction, are they going to announce it on social media? Because I watch one of them calling the name of market leaders on social media. That is indirect. You are passing to the government, the people that have contracted you. This morning, I was watching and I hear a name of market leader in Lagos who called in a private call, tell you that he want to work so that Biafra will join the seat at home, and you bring the name to social media, automatically you are telling the Nigerian government that this person want to work to make sure that they restore Biafra, that they restore Biafra. And the Nigerian government will go and kill that market leader, and they will put it on IPOB. You must not, that's why I tell people, you cannot tell me that you are an IPOB autopilot, that you are not IDU, you are against IDU, but you are supporting it. The moment you say you are an IPOB autopilot, automatically you are an IDU, you support IDU. And the question I will ask you is this: if the international community meet you now, meet people like this idiot called Nelly, and they ask her, we are hearing Biafra, are you Biafra? What do you think that Nelly will tell the person? Will Nelly agree that she is Biafra or she is not a Biafra? Nelly will tell you that she is not Biafra. Automatically, any document that will be restoring Biafra that come to Nelly will be Nelly will make sure that he squeeze that document and throw it away in a pit toilet. And you people are this thing. These things you are seeing now is what I call stealing of information. If you are a freedom fighter, Simon just dey ginger you. We want this one. We want this one, because he knows the strategies of what you need to take, what you want to hear, and the time. There's nothing like this and that. Simon don't have anything to offer. Must tell you people the truth. He don't have any plan to take this any stronger anywhere. He don't have any plan. What I will ask you now is this: what is the plans of Simon Ekpa without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do you think that the world can come to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without hearing from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the world can come to do anything, or they will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without coming to agreement? The question I want to ask you now is this: if they divide, if they kill the whole leadership of IPOB, and the world want to hear or come to our aid, who will they meet? Who will they meet? They will not go and meet any person, because automatically, if you like me, I do consult the mayors of my city. Now, if since you are an autopilot, you don't have leader. Now you contact the mayor of your city, and he said he want to speak to your leader, or can you connect him to your leader? Who will you now connect that person to? Who? Who will you connect the person to? I am asking you. You don't know, because you cannot connect the person to Simon. What Simon is doing is to collect informations. Collection of informations. Once he collects information, he will know the kind of people, so that he will be getting information, the plan, how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is getting intelligent information. You will think that he is doing something. Anything that comes to his hand, the moment he comes to his hand, that moment that he enter Nigerian government. Ask yourself, the moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, Tony Nadi stopped talking about one Nigeria, betterment of Nigeria. Ask yourself this question: what happened? You cannot ask yourself. You cannot ask yourself this question. The moment you start asking yourself this question, you will now know where you are going, because they have primary motive. They have primary motive. Any day Simon come out and say the truth that he do is a scam, that he don't support it. Nelly will expose him. Nelly abanyo tonama. Nelly adonya vam vam. Nelly adia go. That is the truth of it. He got you go and question. Bubble everything, Italo. Bubble everything. You are working as an autopilot. Now the question I want to ask you is this: on what direction? Because what they used to get everybody now, what they used to get everyone is that we are working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. No bother to the abuse the MAP on comment section, because I know they see your comment section. This phone blind for comment section, so no bother yourself. We are not interested in your comment. I am not interested in your comment. The question I want to ask you now is this question: if they want to come for Mazi, if you meet person now who want to help Biafra, and the person want to speak with the leadership of that movement you are into, you as an autopilot, which person name will you give the person? You don't know. You cannot know the name, because do you know that Obido Obienu is in autopilot? Are you aware of that? Do you know that Uchemefo is a member of autopilot? Are you aware of that? You don't know. Tell me, the way Obido Obienu hates Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he's a member, the pioneer of autopilot, that does not give you sense. Upon that, you don't have sense to know where you are coming from. Obido Obienu, who is a right-hand man to Uche Okafor, Uche Okerekumefo, is a member of Autopilot Executive Board. And because you are not there with them, you are not there with them. That is why I ask you, let them make it to the public. They don't even let them tell you the country where Voice of Biafra Radio was registered and how it was registered, so that you can Google it and you will see the board. You will see the board, because they can never sideline the name of Obido Obienu. It's an open challenge. Why are they hiding the places they register the Radio Biafra from you? The Biafra Radio, do they hide the registration? You can Google it in UK. If Voice of Biafra was registered in Finland, let them tell us it's Finland. You will just Google it. Because if you type of Voice of Biafra now, what you will see is Radio Biafra, the one that was established by Odumegwu Ojukwu. You can never see this present one. You can never see this present one. Ask a question. Let them make it to the people of autopilot. People of autopilot, are you not supposed to know the voice of who is in charge of the Voice of Biafra? No, are you not supposed to know? The way they are telling you ask question, you must ask your own question to know this thing you are doing. Who will you hold if the Voice of Biafra has been hijacked? How will you know? You will not know. You will not know. That is why I tell you, the only weapon they are using to deceive you is this, the weapon that we are in charge of ESN, because they know that the ESN will not make video to tell you that these people are not in charge of us, because they know that ESN will not come and tell you that we are the original ESN, that this one, because they know that. They know that ESN will not come and debunk all this thing because ESN don't have this time. What they are doing now is recruiting crooks and be telling you that these are the ESN. When Mazi launched ESN, you know how ESN was launched, and you know you see many of the faces. That is why I am asking you this question. I am telling you now. Don't be standing and be shouting autopilot. I know many of you who are shouting autopilot. You know nothing about autopilot. Ask yourself, who are the people making decision on when to raise money and how much they raise, and who people that did not pay and how much have been collected? Who are the people? Are they giving you account? Any day you ask this question, you will be removed. Ask yourself, why did they remove some people in that Umweri account? Why did they remove some people in Umweri account? Have you asked yourself this question? Because they ask question. There are some new people who ask question. Once you ask a question, they remove you. And they are the one telling you, Google IPOB Radio Biafra UK this thing. Google it. Ask them, where can we Google about Voice of Biafra? Ask them, where can we Google about Voice of Biafra and which person's name, so that we will know what we are doing. You cannot ask this question and you call yourself autopilot. Your own is to, once they print IPOB this autopilot do for fundraising and the tag ESN, you just share and you come on this thing. Yeah, proudly autopilot, and you don't know your leader. Proudly autopilot, you don't know the name your voice they used to register the name they give you, the Voice of Biafra. Proudly autopilot, you don't know who is director of a Voice of Biafra. Proudly autopilot, that you don't know which name was autopilot Voice of Biafra registered. Proudly autopilot, that you don't know the full name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Proudly autopilot, a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that don't know the full name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In what area are you now a disciple, if I may ask you? In what area? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? You cannot tell me. You don't want to ask questions. I know. Let me tell you this thing that used to. Why you think they are doing everything? Let me tell you, there is different. Like me, when you bring idea, there is different of bringing idea and implementing idea. Everybody can bring idea, but the question you will ask yourself, do you have the capacity, the capability to implement and enforce that idea? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. Now, if you are a freedom fighter, you must know that economic sanction and the civil disobedience are one of the things that, if you don't want to go into war, that you will use. But the question you will ask yourself is this: how can you, who have the capacity to bring it in, and when is the right time to bring it in? All of us, we want action. Yes, that is what they are using, and you will think that the leadership is not working. When you realize that it is not yet the time, that when the time comes, nobody will tell you, you will see it. It's better for you. It's better for you. It's better for you. What they are using to get you is this. They will tell you, oh, what are you doing? We're supposed to be implementing it sharp, sharp. Yes, sharp, sharp. But have you asked yourself, have you made plan on how to change it if it's going out of hand? And what will be your plan? Do you have plan A, plan B, and plan C, or even plan D? Do you have it? You don't have it. You want to be bumbling everywhere. Yes. How? And because of they are telling you, everybody is now claiming we are ESN. That is why boys who are hungry, boys in my yellow, is now claiming to be ESN on grant. And they will be putting call. You will be funding a criminal and you think you are funding ESN. ESN can never call any person on social media to say that they are lacking anything. They can never call you to say that they are lacking catapult or granite. ESN will never do that. This guy that is attacking me here now, I just go through his profile yesterday. And I see that this guy, when I was preaching against DOS, this guy was praising me. And then when I go through his profile, do you know the video this guy always share? He always share only Ijele Speak video and BBC. Anything that is against IPOB, that is what the guy is sharing. The people that you will see here now attacking DOS, go through their profile, you will see that anything that is against DOS is what they share. And when you go through their profile picture, you will only see one picture. That is their profile with another picture, cover up. They want to use emotional blackmail. What you desire, what you want to be seen. That is what they are using to get you. That is what they are using to get you. If not, ask yourself, it's an open challenge. Let us start this, let them make us to believe that they are working by. They sit at home today, tomorrow. But when the leadership announce it now, they will say, now because of we. No. This simple question. The simple question you will ask yourself is this. How can you be working with someone who said that your leader's wife is Shakuna and you are still working with the person? How can you be working with someone who said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife is evil, that is her husband? How can you still be working with this person? How can you be working with a person who keep on insulting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife? Let us set aside the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brothers. Let's talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife. You don't care about the insulting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, and you are working with that. And when they ask you, you say you are working to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are working to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by destroying his own wife. And you think Mazi will come out and praise you. I'm not like that. When I see the truth, I say it. Because I am MAP, Ezokubundu 1. And if you don't like my preaching, when a question a war, or you kiss the nearest naked wire beside you, you join near your ancestors. But that truth, you must be hearing it. You must be hearing that truth. And that we are made to not contacting the people you are saying they are contacting them. Ask yourself if they will tell you the truth. They have not sent any money to ESN. The reason why you don't see about anything about ESN is because they have given them a strict order not to be contacting anyone on social media again. The people you are contacting now are not ESN. Here are RNG people. When you see the ESN, the real ESN, you will know they don't make videos. What you will be seeing is their actions when they confront. You cannot see them parading themselves. That is why they now give you a child, display child to blackmail ESN. Ask yourself this question. Why are you not asking questions to know where you are heading to. Because the leadership is not telling you what they are doing, because the DOS are not telling you what they are doing, that means you now say, oh, we will now destroy them. When the time comes, you will see everything will be working out. I hear people still type here. I told you people that I am not working. I am not reading your comment. As it is now, the question I want to ask you is this. Do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will instruct ESN to be giving numbers and giving feedback to Simon Ekpa and turn back and be working with the DOS? So the question I want to ask you now, you must be a fool if you believe that DOS is not in charge of ESN. That means when DOS will not give order, how will not then not carry it out? I will ask you. The question I want to ask you now, if DOS is not in charge of ESN, now if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give order for DOS to announce the matching, the question I want to ask you now is this: how will the ESN now start matching? If someone tell you that DOS is no longer in charge of ESN and you believe it, you must be a fool. Because in as much as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still working, is alive, and he is the one to give order. And once that order comes from Chike Doziem, everybody will follow it. The what I will ask you now is this: who will now give the ESN the order to match? Since ESN is no longer obeying a DOS order, if the DOS give order, who is now going to give the ESN order to carry it out? Inwokwalobolo. Inwalobolo. You believe everything that come across you. Once they tell you, hey, you need action. All of us need action, yes. But you must follow who know road. You cannot be fighting for Idu at the same time fighting for Biafra. No, you must choose one. Because you cannot tell the world you are fighting for Idu when they come and they ask you, can we see the document that you file, and in there they are seeing Biafra? It cannot work like that. It cannot work. You must fight for one name and tell the world that this is who you are. You must. And I must tell you, as an autopiloter, as you people are calling it, the question, this thing I am telling you now, you must think about it, retrace your step, and come back to your families. No matter how many groups you form, you can never stand without a leader. There is no group can stand without leadership. ESN remain under control of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you have any boy with you, or then tell you say that somebody recruit all this hungry abolo, because like me now, I know if I want to recruit 1,000 jobless youth and be calling them ESN, many of them are on my WhatsApp telling me I want to join ESN. Mazi, start funding us. They have granite, they have this one. They don't have anything. These are the people robbing our people. Ask yourself, the market leaders, the bank leaders, everybody, if they want to communicate with the IPOB to know what to do, who I just sorry, dear friends. I na no polos by Buffett network analogy. We just pass some area where there is no network, so that's why the video just went off. And because this area now, I don't think there is network this side. I don't think so. Now, like I was saying before network interrupted us, let me just give a recap so that I'll just end the broadcast. The question you will ask yourself now is this. Only let me repeat the question. Which person is in charge of Voice of Biafra, and which person Voice of Biafra, who is the name? Which person's name do they use to register it? And who is the director? We want to know the board members of Voice of Biafra. We want to know the people because it's a company. It's a company, you must know. We want to know the people who is in charge. At that point, you will know if the enemy, because the enemy will not be, must be in charge. The enemy must be in charge. So I want you to ask this question, and people must ask details on how the money you are raising are being spent, how they are doing it. Tomorrow, you join us for the mother of all exposition. We will do. And on this note, I will ask you people to start asking questions about the people who are in charge of Voice of Biafra and the people who are in charge of Umeri account. Have Umeri account been hijacked? Who is dishing out the money? And how is the person? And ask yourself, if the international community, are they going to send the person to the leadership, or are they going to send it to one person? And it must be a economic stand as we are campaigning. Who will the leaders consult? The leadership or this? On this note, I say remain blessed. Umuchineke. You as a Biafran, you have seen the light, you know the truth. Don't be ashamed to come out and say the truth. Retrace your step. Retrace it before it will be too late. Don't wait until they use you finish. And don't allow any person to use you. If you are a broadcaster, what they do is to send some people to be coming to your program, making many points, thinking you will be thinking you are with them. You are not with them. Ask yourself, why are you not a member of the decision making in that autopilot? Why are they not having meeting with you as a hardcore of autopilot? Why are they always remove you? Who authorized the removal of you? Who give the other person the audacity to remove you? Once you start asking yourself this question, this question, you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. On this note, I must thank everyone who are genuinely fighting for Biafra restoration. And I ask you to remain resolute. Until I come your way, I think I will come with some videos this evening so that you people will understand more better everything I am telling you here. Everything. So that you people will understand more better. I will bring the videos evidence of what I am telling you here. On this note, I say, once again, I stand for the IPOB leadership. DOS. When I say I stand for it, doesn't mean let them announce me on this thing. I don't need to go back, but I must do it. It's a must, not maybe. So if you are still shy of coming out, knowing fully well there's no road, they will lead you to astray and abandon you there. That one are your own cup of tea. Me, I have already taken my stand, and that is final. Don't ask me again where I stand. My stand is final. On this note, I say, remain blessed, Umuchineke. Remain blessed and remain calm until Biafra is restored. Don't pay any money, any shishi to Umeri account. If you try it, you are just duping yourself. You are the one duping yourself. He said many have unfollowed you. Go and check my followers. Is it by followers? That's what is killing many of you. You need followers instead of looking for what you are doing. You are looking at followers. If it is one person that is following me, I will know that this person is hearing the truth. I will keep on saying the truth. On this note, I say, remain blessed, Umuchineke. I'm not even there here to talk, exchange words with some fools who don't know their stand. On this note, I say, remain blessed and God bless you all. Almost here, Biafra. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless IPOB Legal Team. God bless ESN and God bless MAP. God bless TOS. Thank you and remain blessed.